Got a new virtual boxing game. On the surface, it's a very cheap imitation of Thrill of the Fight, but there are some things I like. I'll discuss them in this here review. First off, you have some real, actual, tangible training, which you don't have in Thrill of the Fight. You pretty much, I mean, you do have the bags, I guess. You can go in there and hit them and shit, but this one seems to be a little bit more comprehensive. Like you actually have to fucking follow the cues when you punch in the little pads or whatever. You can do time training sequences, and there are a couple little training regimens you can go through or whatever to, work on your little boxing skills or whatever. Nothing I spent too much time with, but I thought it was pretty cool if you want to round out a simulated boxing experience. So that's one thing I thought was pretty cool. As for the actual meat of the game, the boxing itself, it's pretty cool, man. It's good. Like I said, it's kind of like Thrill of the Fight, and there are some things that I like. For example, the strikes and the actual combat system. In some ways, it seems to be a little more accurate. Like in this game, I can actually land a fucking uppercut. Like I don't think I've ever landed one in Thrill of the Fight. It could be me just fucking up, but I would like to think I would get at least one uppercut in these fucking dozens, probably 100 fights I've had by now. So that's pretty cool. I also think the blocking may be a little bit more accurate. Also, another aspect of the striking in this game is like if you throw a punch while a motherfucker trying to punch you, or let me put it this way, if a motherfucker try to punch you and you beat them to the punch, so to speak, they will stop punching. Like you will stop that punch in mid punch and shit, which I think is a little bit more realistic than Thrill of the Fight, because you be throwing a punch and this motherfucker will just punch right over your ass and just be like, damn, I threw that punch and it didn't even fucking register. So some of the combat systems, some aspects of the combat system seem to be a little bit more accurate and responsive to your movement, your punches, your blocking or whatever. But the most frustrating aspect of this game for me is like it seems impossible to get a damn knockdown. Like I've probably had about, I don't play this game that often compared to Thrill of the Fight, but I've had well over 10 matches and I haven't knocked a motherfucker down not once. I'm undefeated, but I still haven't knocked a motherfucker down. So it's not the biggest deal, but if you into this shit like me and you take it a little overly serious, at least when I knock a motherfucker down so you can feel like you're doing something meaningful, you know what I'm saying? So that's a little bit frustrating. Might have to holler at the developer or some other players in the community to see what exactly I need to do to get a knockdown or a knockout. I don't want to end up blowing out my damn shoulder or something, swinging too hard, which I'll probably end up doing eventually anyway. So, and the fighters, it's only 4 of them, so that's kind of disappointing. So, we really don't have a lot to choose from, and there's not a lot of variance in the fighters that you're fighting there. I mean, they look different, but they pretty much fight the same, with the exception of this black dude here. He's a little bit more aggressive, but he's a chump just like the rest of them. Which leads to another con, is you can't really customize the game. You can't make it harder. It's only one level. So, once you run through it, there's really no fucking point in replaying it again unless, you just want to get a good workout in. Just Of course, you can always do that as far as moving up and advancing and improving in the game and shit. There's no opportunity for that. Leads to another aspect that Thriller the Fight got going on is the stats, which I think is a very key component of the game. You look at your punch count, your jab count, how many punches you missed, how many punches you landed. It's very fucking rich in the metrics, and this game don't have shit in a way of statistics to let you know how you performing. So that was a little bit disappointing. Another cool thing they do have in this game is street fighting, which I think I recorded. I'll probably be done talking by then. It's a cool environment, nice change of pace. You fighting outside with a crowd in like a little back alley warehouse type of hookup. It's cool to see, but it's pretty much the same as this fighting here. You just don't hop on no gloves, bare knuckle fighting. So it looks cool, but nothing much changes beyond that. You can't even choose the fighter. You just fighting one dude and shit. So this game is cool enough as it is, but it's pretty limited. Like you can call it a Thriller the Fight knockoff. It's like a bare bones version of Thriller the Fight. So it was worth the little $3, but I would like to see a little bit of more effort put into the details. And it could be a much better game, but so far, if I had to give it a grade, I would give it like a C plus. So that's my review. The Fight. It's a decent virtual reality boxing game. Pretty much guaranteed to give you a solid workout, but if you're in the gameplay and progressing, feeling like you are the king of the ring, you will definitely feel more accomplished playing Thriller the Fight. So, peace.
The winner is on my left. The winner is on my left.